Let's learn how to make very good skin selections using the qualifier and a mask. So this is going to be the before of the clip. I'll display it like that. And this is going to be the after of that clip. You can see I've actually selected the skin tones, made it look quite interesting like that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at how I built this setup. If you'd like to follow along, you can find the full tutorial on how I built this, including the color management. So first, let's look at our base node. Here, all I did was apply contrast to our HDR and our color wheels, just to separate the background. So if I disable this is how it looks like, and this is it enabled. And if I go into that color wheel, if I go back here to the wheels, you can see I'm just pushing in this center color in the gamma. That's the midtones, and I'm just sliding that down until it's somewhere kind of cool. And that's how I just made that look. Again, in our dynamic range, I'm also playing around with the exposure and just pushing that down a bit, especially in the dark range section. So this is the important part here. If you want to make very good selections around a subject, it's not really nice to make the qualifier on a specific region. For example, if I just use the qualifier on the skin alone without using a mask, what's going to happen is that selection is just going to be, selecting other objects in the scene that have the same color as the person's skin tone. So there's a brown wall or a brown floor, it's going to be picking that color. I don't want that. So the first thing I did was quickly build a mask using the power windows. Now, if I wanted to be more precise, I'll use the pen tool to draw out the mask around the subject. But as you can see, the subject is just coming into this shot. And then I've also applied a tracker to track this subject's movement. So the tracker is actually following this mask so that it actually follows the subject. All right. So now that I have that mask, what I'm going to do is to use the qualifier on the mask alone. So I created another serial node here. If I use Shift H, you can actually see that we're only masking around the skin tone. It's not a perfect selection, but at least it's better. It's gotten all those areas around the skin. Now with the qualifier, I've actually pulled up the pre-filter down, pushed it up to 100. If I slide that down, you can see it's chopping up some of the areas around the face. I don't want that, so I pushed the pre-filter to about 100, played with the clean white and slight blur radius. That's how I'm able to just get the area around the skin tone, and you can see it's not really selecting most of that fabric. But again, if I wanted, I'll have made this super duper perfect, but it's really nice to actually apply the qualifier on a mask. So now that I applied that on the mask, what I did was to create another node for the grade. So this is the grade for the skin. You can actually see here, if I hit Shift H, that's the skin. If I hit Ctrl D to disable that skin, this is how it looks like initially. But I wanted to create a nice, glowy, warm look around her face to separate her from the background. So warm light, cool shadows. And the lamp and her outfit are both warm. So I just wanted to make the face a bit lively. So this is it. This is it before and after, just brightening up that skin area around the face. And you can see how that really looks. So basically, this trick is just using the alpha channel of that mask. And you can see it's that same alpha channel we're passing in to applying our skin grade. And then in the qualifier itself, this node, I'm also tracking. Sorry, I'm not tracking. I'm actually applying a nice little selection around. Sorry, there's no selection here. I'm just using the pen tool. And I'm just selecting the skin like that. So that's a quick breakdown of how this shot was actually created. All in all, I really like the look. And also, this is not my log footage. I got this footage from the Blackmagic Cameras website. And there are a lot of artists that have provided their assets for use, although you have to cite the artists. So thank you very much for letting me use this. This is not for sale or reproduction or for, general usage. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.